Well, howdy, folks. I'm Beeman, and we're continuing our art venture today. I actually wanted to take a minute, or I guess a video, to compare the brush pens that I got recently. I'm going to take the two Fudenosuke pens and the Pentel Pocket Brush, and I'm going to see which I like using the most. And the test I'm going to do is, well, I don't know what you call it, but I'm going to do some blocky letters, I guess. Maybe that's the name for it, block letters. Basically what that means is, I'll grab my pencil here. I'm just going to do like, kind of like that, to where it's like mega bold. I don't know. I don't know what you call that. But, okay, if I can grab this piece of paper. That's why we got this this is a piece of my sketchbook paper. I just cut the, the wire bound edge off. So let's start with the WSBS, which is the soft tip. Let's start with the hard tip. Let's go hard to soft. Start with the Fudenosuke hard pen, which is this fancy blue one. It says BH on the label. It's pretty much the only, well, no, it's got a lot of stuff I can read on it actually. Like made in Vietnam, water-based pigment ink, yada yada. Anyways, let's do a couple letters. We'll just do, I don't know, we'll do a couple, we'll see how we feel. Let's try this. Boy, I'm bad at this. Hopefully this will slightly improve my skill with drawing lines, curved lines, and that sort of thing. So it's kind of a double whammy. I get to say I'm practicing while also comparing some brush pens against each other. There we go. I'll be honest, the hard nib kind of feels like a little bit worse than is that kind of how you do it? I feel like that's wrong. That looks, I don't know, that looks weird. That looks like something out of a 16-bit video game. That's okay. Feels kind of like I'm writing with a felt tip marker, like a Sharpie, you know? Well, now how the heck do you do a K? Kind of like that. Okay, that's terrible. That's that ain't quite right. That's whatever. M should be pretty easy. Although I made it a little bit too small. And I feel like we could do pretty easy. Kinda. And we'll end over here on a P. Okay, they got smaller and smaller as I went along, but that's okay. That's just me being terrible. I kind of like the feel of that. It kind of had like a scratchy feeling, kind of like a writing with a Sharpie, which I'm not a huge fan of, but could be worse. Well, let's go, let's label this up here. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Fudenosuke hard. Whoop. Jeez. Okay, well, the soft nib makes my terrible handwriting even worse. Let's try doing this. Well, I can already say it feels less like writing with a Sharpie, which I appreciate, but it also feels like it's too easy to get my lines really huge. So I just got to be a little more careful or try to use less pressure to get the same result, you know? Oof. Okay. Can we do a better G? I don't think so. I almost never write capital G, so I don't... Like, what is all this crap supposed to look like? Is that good? You can kind of tell it's a G. I just realized I did a lowercase I. Everything else is uppercase, and I just got this hi in the middle of this. That's funny to me. Makes me think of high C. Okay, that was a little wonkadoo. Whoop. Now, can we do a better K? I don't know. Okay. Okay. It's a little bit better. Still looks a bit wonkadoo, but it's more identifiable as a K than that mess. Can we do a better N? Not really. And that's about all we have space for the Fudenosuke Soft. Look at that. I kept the size almost consistent all the way through. That's progress. And now, the newest pen in the stable. Trying to see if there's any ink in the cap. I don't think so. All right. Whoop. Okay. Jeez. Okay, just casual writing, this is like the worst. Because it's like you can't, I don't know. The bristles get a bit wonky and it was bad. That was not great. So for everyday writing, I would say probably this is the best and this is the worst. And just a regular straight pencil would be best. Okay, even the pencil doesn't save my terrible handwriting, but that's okay. Now let's try out the giant letters. Okay, this is going to be a challenge. Trying to keep my lines small. Oof. Oh yeah, I'm definitely having difficulty keeping consistent lines with this thing. Jeez. All right. Oof, that was bad. That's okay. Now, which way would be better to make these? I think this one's still better. I think my verdict on the brush pen is going to be the same. It's really neat. Like the same that I was saying in my last video. It's neat. I like using it. But it's going to take a lot of practice. Okay, so we got our Jonkadoo block letters sorted out. So what do we feel? I think the Fudenosuke Soft is a really good in-between for doing doing curved lines and that sort of thing. I don't really have the skill level to really make terribly good use of the line variance with this thing. But you could say the same thing about this. Accidentally unscrew my pen here. I'm even less practiced with this, so it's just I'm terrible. I'm personally terrible with it. But I like the way this one feels. This is the most interesting to write with, the Pentel Pocket Brush. I would say the Fudenosuke Soft is a good medium. And this I find the easiest to use because it's the most similar to a regular pen or pencil or whatever. But like I said I think I said it in my Fudenosuke video, it's like you don't necessarily need fancy, potentially expensive pens to learn to draw. You could just do like a regular pencil, you know? Let's see, let's try to do a K. Whoops. Okay. All right. That was not super great. That's something I need to get better at, doing the letters. Well, I don't know if I'm actually going to do a lot of this lettering. I just thought it'd be interesting to do for a video. And I thought it might be a good way to practice doing different lines, doing like the curves and stuff with the brush pen. I mostly just wanted to do another video with the brush pen because I thought it was cool. I think this is a really cool concept for a writing implement. I think that's neat. I like it. But I can't really justify the cost of these things. Any of these. These are even cheaper than this one, but I can't really justify the cost of them as learning tools unless you're just like you got a lot of money to throw around, but which I do not. Yeah, I would still say if you're just trying to learn, the pencil is the way to go. They're so cheap. They're versatile. You find them everywhere. I don't know. I guess that's all I got to say about this. So yeah, I like these pens, but they're not very practical for just when you're just getting started. So that's it for now. I don't think I got anything else to say. So see ya.